Hey everyone, this is Ethan from Nightworks. Today I'll be installing the wireless car charger on a 24 Civic Si. First you'll want to remove the center shifter bezel with the trim stick pulling up on the bezel. You'll want to remove 4 screws that secure the shift boot to the shift bezel, and then you'll also remove the 2 connectors that have power provided to the parking brake, auto stop start, and mode selector switch. You'll then want to pull up on both sides of the lower center trim bezel, pull up and out. You'll want to rotate that to the right so you can gain access to all the connectors that have to be removed from the plate on the back. It does take a little bit of time as you don't have a lot of room available on the vehicle, but it will come out pretty easily. Next step is you will want to remove the center trim bezel, which includes the HVAC controller. I personally do prefer starting on the passenger side and then working towards the driver's side, but I've done it a few times, so I decided since I was just sitting in the seat, I would just start there. You'll want to remove the hazard warning switch and HVAC connectors as well before pulling out, and then the entire unit should come out and have no issue. Place that somewhere safe. So I want to give a shout out to MIKSTORESHOP for this plug and play harness. This allows us not to splice or do any additional wiring in the car. This plugs into the radio receiver behind the dash and then plugs into the actual charger itself. So once you have both sitting next to each other, you can see I have the FL5 charger with bezel and stock unit. There's actually 4 screws that secure the side panels to the entire unit itself, shown in the video here. So you'll want to remove those 2, and then you flip it and there's an additional 2 that secure it. These side panels fit directly on the FL5 and also the Canadian bezel as well. And then here is the finished product. As you can see, it looks pretty much the same, minus the lower portion now has the wireless car charger installed. It's really not too bad. They fit very flush, absolutely plug and play with no issues, no dremeling, etc. And as you can see, that's where the wireless car charger connector will go. It's just a single pin connector. So next, you'll want to take the small threshold off, which will let you gain more access to the radio receiver behind the dash. There are 4 nuts that hold the radio receiver in and additional connectors at the bottom that will also have to be disconnected. The connector that you will be plugging into is in the back. It's a dark gray connector, and in the photo coming up, I will point that out. The adapter harness makes it a little bit easier. So after the receiver is out, you will see in the right corner of the receiver at the bottom, that gray connector is what you will plug the adapter harness into, and then the harness for the car. So now that everything is back in, I added the Tessa tape around the connector so that there's no noises behind the dash from the wires or the connector. So let's fire it up and see what and how we got this all together. The battery is reconnected now, and as you can see, there is a charge indicator showing green, which means it is ready to accept a charge from your phone. And we'll put the phone on, and as you can see, it goes to the orange status, which is the phone now charging. So I do appreciate MIKSTORESHOP for sending me the plug and play harness. I would have had to wire and solder everything in myself or crimp, so this is a very nice solution. I will post up the link for you guys to buy their kit. I do believe that they'll be working on getting the bezel since the Asian market one is a little bit different. But I appreciate everyone taking the time to watch the video. I will have more content up in the future for the Civic Si and probably some other models. So this is the first video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.